It's a Tennant T5e, Nobles SS5, no deck up or down functions. The rocker switch here is what would ordinarily lower or raise the deck. It's a 6-pin connector on the back. It's in a neutral position. When you press down or up, it just flips the polarity. There's several things that affect the deck operation. The actuator that actually lifts and lowers the deck, you'll find located right there. If you were to remove that and look at the cap, you'll notice there's a lobe that hits contact switches. Each of those switches limits the travel, the turning of the actuator motor. It has an upper limit, a lower limit, and just a general disable. These switches fail rarely. You can test them by easily just hitting it 10 or 15 times. Internally, if you were to pull the switch out and open it, which they're fairly cheap, they're fairly easy to replace, we just recommend getting a new one. But if you had to service it in a pinch, you can see that there's little contact pins. The voltage associated with keeping the relay open can cause some galvanic corrosion in there and cause a situation where one of the pins is not making good contact, and that'll stop the entire circuit from functioning. You'll know that because it will intermittently fail. Several times you'll hit it, it will work. Several times you'll hit it, it won't do anything. If your switch is not the problem, the next thing to check, remove the front cowling. You have a gray wire and a blue wire that goes to a sensor switch. That switch detects when the deck is all the way down, maxed out in the lowering position, and it's starting to lift up the machine. If either of those wires is off the switch, you will not have a complete circuit to your rocker switch at the top. Make sure that both are connected. Also, that switch has 3 pins. It has a normally closed and a normally open. You want to be certain that you're in the normally closed position. If you're attached to one, switch it to the other and be sure that it works. Here's a close-up of that switch on the deck. You can see it's got a couple pins on the front, a pin on the back. If you want to do a quick bypass test, you can take the gray and blue wire off and just put each of them on a good automotive fuse. You can get these for a few cents at any Walmart auto parts store. Just make sure it's not burnt out in the middle. That'll let you bypass the switch. A lot of times you'll see that the switch is broken or flopping, and one of the wires will be hanging off the back. If you've got any of that, just go ahead and plug it back together or bypass it, and that should get you going. Here's an example of what a bypass would look like. If you have any other issues with the deck coming up and going down on an SS5 T5, give us a call, 859-509-7742. We're always happy to help you at Power Clean.